day, good people. So they're finding the year of the paradigm. Truly, Dave, bravo, Dave. Anomaly, the anomaly cars. It is I, the United States Aviator. Tonight is a big night. It is a big aftermath show for AWE Scars and Stripes, but most importantly, we are stepping further and further towards Avi-Mania IV this August 30th. Took a peek at the date, but I don't think I've really, like, confirmed it in my mind. But, you know, let's take a little peek. I think we can say officially. Yeah. Officially August 30th, Labor Day weekend, so get excited, get ready for that. Avi-Mania is right around the corner. So, I mean, look at this. We only got one fracture until, like, the weekly shows coming on Fridays and August starts, so, you know. There's also a lot to go through with this coming fracture that I can start officially announcing. Makoto and Kave will go one-on-one one more time. There will be no disqualifications. There will be no countouts like the countout victory we just signed. It will be for the AWE champion. Whoever wins that match will be going on to Avi-Mania in that ladder match as the champion. Who will it be is the real question. We have a whole lot of stuff going on tonight, including what's about to kick off our show. A celebration via Amon and Yosuke after claiming the Fight Forever Championship for the Equalist movement. And we'll take you there right here, right now, as the, hold on. Take you right here, right now, as the stars, there we go, as the stars go black. Alright. There he is. This past Friday at Inferno, Scars and Stripes, this man beat Tartarus for the AWE Fight Forever Championship. He hung on to the title. Yosuke distracted Tartarus, and Amon came down, and the Equalist movement holds gold. What are they out here to talk about tonight? I'm not sure, but giving them time to express what they want to say is, I feel like, dangerous in its own right, but we need answers. We gotta know what's on the mind of Amon. It certainly does have our attention. Unique skill sets and impurities. I wouldn't call them a problem. And I definitely wouldn't call Iroh a problem. Amon claiming to be the solution. And just openly admits, no mystery around it, said that he is the one who took away Iroh's bending. And just an example. Not even the only example tonight. I don't like the sound of that. Hold on a minute. I'm sorry? Shin? No. Gin. Oh, Gin. That is Iroh's young protege. Taught him everything he knows about fighting, about wrestling. And he's heading to the ring with Amon and Yosuke alone is an interesting bit of decision making. Gin, what are you thinking? Gin, what are you doing, my boy? Again, my God, again, no, Yosuke, no. Oh, he's calling for him. Oh, no. No, not. Stop. I have to teach you fear. Oh, wow. It looks like we got another main event. Wow. Stars. Okay. So, I'm sorry, we have to add another match to our card tonight. At the end of our Rebellion show tonight, we will not be main evented by the Flame Tribe and the Disciples 2-on-2. We will be main evented by Amon versus Gin. Goodness gracious. All right, well, look, I gotta put that on the card real quick. And I think we're gonna be set at that point. Make sure our entrances are on, because you know how 2K is now these days. That being said, that's gonna be at the end of our card. Man, that being said, we got a whole lot on our show tonight. Let's go on. Let's keep pressing through, and let's actually start a little bit more normally. It is a tag team match. We have the AWE champions versus the golden ticket holders. It's Sage, it's Golden, it's Hina, and it's Makoto, who's at a loss and a lack of sleep, going 2-on-2 tonight to kick off our show as the stars go. Black. We're live, it's Rebellion, I'm so excited, and we're kicking the night off in style. Representing the OC division as the OC champion for the gentlemen, it's Golden Hours. And when the time is right, he will cash in that golden ticket briefcase. However, for right now, he's still Mr. Golden Ticket. He is the AWE OC champion. He will be defending that championship come OC Revolution at the end of this month, last Saturday of July, hosted by Dirk Madison. So get ready, be prepared, because that is going to go down. Will he be just Mr. Golden Ticket and the OC champion, or will he be a double champion by that point? Who knows? I'm sure he'll be watching Makoto versus Kave very closely. He'll also probably be watching any antics that come through between Mondo and our new All-Star champion Akechi, which is also, you know, just wild that Amon just walked out and said, yeah, I attacked it. Iroh, which is crazy work. That being said, we go on, because also here with a very glitched out briefcase, Sage, who tied in the tag team championship match, will, I can officially announce, have a tag team championship opportunity. You and I, Hot Topic, and the Flame Tribe will be will be in a championship match at the upcoming Fracture. It will not end in a tie. It will end in a decisive victor, as it will be all 6 competitors in the ring once again. And there she is, Sage. I was gonna say all 6 competitors in the ring one more time. This time, it will be elimination. The last one standing will be them with their team, rather, if it's not 2 people standing together already. Tag team champions going into Avi-Mania IV. However, check this out. She is officially the 4-time AWE champion. Sure, she could have gone after the All-Star title. She could have gone after the Fight Forever championship. She could have gotten a tag team partner and gone after the tag titles. She said, no, this title is mine. Hina said, "This work is mine." And outside of other circumstances, she will be defending that championship at Avi-Mania in a ladder match. That being said, someone who wants to, you know, potentially get in her way, you know, Sage. Across the ring from her tonight, there's a world where on the road to Avi-Mania, we could see Sage versus Hina. We could see Golden versus Makoto. We could see any of these things happen, or they could hold on to those tickets for a little bit longer. Longest person ever hold on to that ticket was Mikon, and she failed to cash in. Right now, we're at a 50-50 in terms of successful cash-ins. Will that change with this one? With these two people, rather. You gotta think to yourself, with those odds, you might be thinking, if my cash-in is successful, the other person is probably gonna be sweating like, are the odds against me? Can I break this curse? Can I break the 50-50? We'll see. But coming out now is a man who continues to not look like he's in the best shape. You can tell he's tired. He's lost his smile. He's got like a grimace, low-key at this point. But he is still AWE champion by countout at Scars and Stripes. Kaveh will once again, as we announced earlier, have his opportunity at Makoto at Fracture. They will go 2-on-2. I'm sorry, they will go 1-on-1. Tonight's is 2-on-2. They will go 1-on-1, and the winner will go to Avi-Mania as champion. How's it gonna play out is the real question. Let's find out together. Naegi versus Kaveh. 2-on-2. 1-on-1. I was gonna say 2-on-2 is tonight. I don't know why I keep doing that. You know what? I need some water. Everybody, it is summertime. Stay hydrated. Hey, he's got a smile though when he's looking at his championship, but then he kind of glowers just at everybody else. At this point, I'm thinking, can he even work together with Hina? Hina, who I guess is kind of been like a solo all-star for the Repair. She just kind of continued to carry them on her back. That being said, members of the Repaired have won championships. In fact, I think all of them have, except for Hiroko, who was, you know, kind of at home, just chilling with her son. You love to see it. And the Great Gozu, who has been actively competing a lot, almost claimed tag team gold, but unfortunately was too little, too late. Look at this. Knee strike there. Golden is going toe-to-toe with Hina, not who I would have expected. Right now, the two people, but the stag is made. I was gonna say the two people who would be going toe-to-toe if Golden Ticket was cashed in are not fighting, but now they are Sage with Hina. And who's to say that after this match, if they beat up the champions too badly, who's to say they say, referee, stay here for a minute, and they just cash in their Golden Ticket? Neck breaker, because right now, they're both taking it to Hina. Sage stopping that tag from being made. Locking in that crossface in deep, too. But Hina plucks the fingers and takes a couple of shots to Sage. Hina had a fantastic outing in the last part of a gauntlet match against Rinka. Rinka caught her out of that eclipse, that high dive that she's done many times in the past, but right now Sage is dismantling her. We know that Hina kicks it into a different notch when the championship is on the line, and we're starting to see that, I think, as Makoto sends Sage flying. Sage stands up immediately, just stares at Makoto, essentially luring him back outside of the ring. Makoto's already lost a match by countout. It was about to happen again. Nowhere to count on one. But Golden going after Makoto, saying, you're a champion, don't worry. You're gonna get you some if I decide to cash in on you. Golden potentially looking, saying, hey, maybe I'll be AWE champion at some point, because right now, Golden's taking it to Makoto Naegi. In fact, right now, it's just carnage. It's just absolute carnage. They're wailing away at the champions. Sage getting tossed to the side, though. Makoto might be thinking about winning this thing by countout himself. As Sage goes face first into the mat. Sage, who has already built up a bunch of damage, you gotta think about it this way, has gone through grueling matches in the past couple of weeks. All in tag team. Oh my gosh! Dropped him! Caught him in a powerbomb and dropped his head. Did you see the top of his head just scrape against the metal barricades? Tragic on Makoto Naegi. Goodness gracious. And now Sage taking it to the AWE champion. Makoto gets the reversal. We're at a count of 5. Count of 6. Almost. Now we're at a count of 6. Is Makoto going to drag Sage into the ring, or is he going to? Yes, he is. Count of 8. Gets in. Sage right afterwards. And I was going to say, this referee has had a bad history of count-out things, but has made amends with the AW universe recently after Stars and Stripes. If you didn't see it, there was a Hell in a Cell match that was unprompted, not on the card at all, between Mew and Saya Killer. Saya Killer climbed the cell, Mew climbed the cell, and something we didn't expect to see, the referee climbing the cell as well to make sure he could see all the action, and that was this referee. We gotta thank him. We gotta get his name too, not for nothing. Steps into the ring. Sage with an overhand strike. Again, a crossface locked in deep. Not the, oh my gosh, hold on. Makoto getting out of it quick. I was going to say, not the submission she's known for in the AWE. We see her getting that roll through Boston Crab that's taken out so many people. Even, I believe, got the one singular point. It did against Hutao in their Goth Rules Iron Man match for the championships that everybody tied in. Makoto taking it to Sage. Sage starting to feel the effects of this match. Makoto said, you know what, Golden? You attack me outside of this ring, I'll get you. But Makoto may have bit off more than he can chew. And maybe his jaw's tired too. Not just his eyes, not just his body, because he is getting worked by Golden, Mr. Golden Ticket. Turns him around. Oh my gosh, has him in a knee bar. We talk about the knee strikes by Golden. This time, Makoto into a knee bar. Into the corner. Hina punching Golden right in the back of the jaw. I'm sorry, the back of the head, not the back of the jaw. The back of the jaw will be weird. She have to like put her fist into his head. She had to be like a ghost for that. Up to the top rope. And the only ghost we have around here generally is losing their mind, to my knowledge. Standing right back up. Roll through again, kick to the side of the skull. Makoto trying to weaken Golden. We know Golden is beatable. He's lost to a couple of people in the past, but not too many. High-profile names like Cassius Bright. I believe he's lost a match to a Fatal 4-Way match, but was not the one who was pinned. Look at this. Ooh, it's trying to snap the neck of Golden. Jeez Louise, Hina. It ain't that serious, girl. Golden gets a fist up, and we're seeing Hina on the shoulders. We know this move all too well. Boom! And Hina might be out cold. Actually, let's be real. Hina's not out cold. It takes a lot to put Hina out cold. But when the title's not on the line, it's easier to get Hina down. She's not in that second gear as that knee strike connects right to the jaw of Hina. She kicked right up, though. Saying it's going to take more than that, puts Golden on the ropes. Tries to, it looks like, slam him into the ropes, but Golden with a reversal. Picture perfect neck breaker. Hina kips right back up again, but the tag's been made to Sage. Sage can't wait to get her hands on the champion that she might tag in on. Raged up. And I thought she was going to mount a comeback, but instead lifts Hina up by the face, slams down. 1, 2... And Hina has to use resiliency. Elbow drop to the heart. And continuing to wail away at the back of the neck. Goes up. And Hina. Missile dropkick. I'm going to be real. If Sage goes for the pinfall, they might just work Hina right here, right now. AWA champion is in dire straits, but look at that. Big body splash. Hina's down, but she's not out. Golden kips up. Has Hina in his grasp. Suplex. Oh, but that ain't just one. Golden ain't done yet. Hold on, it's gonna be two. You better believe. Hold on, he ain't done yet. I believe that's gonna be not one, not two, but three. Suplexing kips up right afterwards. No breaks. And a standing. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm not sure what just happened. It feels like Golden hit the mat and Hina's body had like crumpled towards Golden, and when he was ricocheting back down, that second splash caught Hina. But I'm telling you what's catching Hina right now. Maybe the end of this fight, the end of this bout. Because ladies and gentlemen, Hina's down, she's in the pin. That's one, that's two, and that's golden ticket holders just beat the champions. Is that going to be the future? Golden and Sage were both on their best of their best. Makoto and Hina, you also have to remember, both fought pretty tough matches. Hina, I was gonna say especially, but I guess she came out last in the gauntlet match. She still ate a couple of spears from Rinka, probably not feeling 100%, but that, you know, you better get to 100% soon. The golden ticket holders, at least right now, are being kind enough not to cash in immediately, because right now, Makoto, I'll be real, he wasn't too badly beat up. Hina, though, if Sage wanted to, could cash in on Hina, but I think Sage knows she's a little bit banged up, she's a little bit beat up. There's a world where Hina could hit that Sister Abigail, injure her, and it could ruin her UNI team. That's what's going through Sage's mind right now. That's in complete contrast to what was going through Mew's mind when she entered the Rumble, when she had a tag team championship match still to go. Sage is not just thinking about herself, she's also thinking about Iba, thinking about the team. Golden is probably watching and waiting for his moment. He said, I could cash in now, but the time is not now. The golden hour has not arrived. But did go ahead and pin Hina. And there they did it. The golden ticket holders take a big W tonight. The momentum for these two starts to rise to the skies. And so do their aspirations for championship gold. Will they get it? We will find out soon, as the stars go. We'll be seeing Golden and hearing this music at the end of OC Revolution July. We will see it, but for right now, let's go ahead, let's exit. Let's go on to our next match. We have, after essentially brutalizing and beating them over and over again at Fracture, there will be a tag team championship match between Kaito Momota, Cassius Bright versus Team Wa. They've more than earned it, but tonight they're gonna have two separate one-on-one matches. Kaito versus Wario will start this bad boy off. Will Wario be able to get an advantage on Kaito Momota, or will Kaito come through and say, we're gonna beat you every single time when you attack us in the warehouse in a regular tag team match, and when the titles are on the line, whether it's 1v1, are they going to completely topple and dismantle the longest reigning tag team champions in the history of the AWE men's division? We're gonna find out as the stars go. Black. There he is. Kaito Momota, I believe the longest reigning AWE champion of all time. I don't have the stat sheet pulled up. But I think that's just the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Held it from what, Ticket to Paradise 2024 all the way until Valentine's Violence 2025, this year. We gotta, yeah, okay, no, not, I know that he's the longest reigning one. What am I talking about? For the men's AWE championship, you better believe he was on the top of the world has not gone back after that title. Cassius also lost his world title a little bit later at Ticket to Paradise, and I'll tell you what, having both lost their world title, having both fulfilled that obligation, fulfilled that dream of running their divisions for quite some time, they both did it. In fact, at this juncture, I think there's only been 4 AWE All-Star champions, and for the most of that time, it was Cassius Bright. But we go on, because tonight, they know that they have tag team championship opportunity at Fracture. As Wario comes through, tag team champion, is ready to try and put Kaito down, or at the very least, injure that man. At the warehouse, they stayed separate, and the cameraman stayed on this man. That will not happen tonight. Instead, Wario and Kaito are going one-on-one. It is the only thing, it's really their only hope of trying to get an upper hand on Kaito Momota and Cassius Bright. Their only dream is to like see, hey, maybe one of us has a better chance of beating one of them and we keep that person in the ring. Team WA salivated at this opportunity, saying, if we separate them, maybe we can find a weakness, and we can exploit that weakness when the tag team titles are on the line at this upcoming Fracture. Will they be able to do so? That is everybody's question, and we're about to find out everybody's answer tonight as the bell rings. Wario, Kaito, one-on-one for the first time, right here, right now. Ring the bell. Who's in charge? It's Jessica. Ring that bell. Big body splash as the match begins. As we talked about earlier, Wario, big, heavy style. He'll pick you up, he'll drop you down, and he'll hit you with the cheeks whenever he can. Kaito Momota, he is everything that you want in an AW superstar. He's a high flyer. He's a he's a great grappler. And he's got a little bit of shum-shum. He got a little bit of shum-shum from the other side. Can make essentially the arena go dark. And he appears right behind you. A little trick he learned from Tokiko and company back when he was on a darker side. But now he's using it for himself, using it for good. And the audience loves every second of it. Wario running at the man's. Ooh, goodness gracious. Back first in the turnbuckle. And now these two are grappling. I will point out Wario currently little bit of an advantage, but Kaito, as we said earlier, very good grappler. It's all about power when it comes to Wario, but when it comes to hand-to-hand grappling, Kaito, I believe, has him beat, and we're seeing that right now as he has that headlock wrenched in tight. Wrenched in tight. It's like he's trying to squash a grapefruit in between his arms, trying to juice that thing. Wario able to toss him, though, and an elbow right to the throat. But Kaito not staying down, saying, hey, I'll meet you there. Misses that punch, and then walks away. So Wario catches him anyway, tried to Samoa Joe him, but Wario saying, no, that's not going to work for me. Get up, because I'm going to put you down. Lifted right back up. Kaito dropped onto the ropes. And this is what we were talking about. Wario, at the very least, he's short, but he's stout. And that stoutness, you can see all the muscles that he's got on his arms. He's a big chunky man, but he's a big chunky strong man. Kaito rolls. Rolls under the rope. Short King punches Kaito in the face and tosses him back into the ring. The power game is really taking it to Kaito right now. But look at that, reversed the signature. And that's what we're talking about. Kaito finds the big moment to make his. And, it's a buckle bomb into the corner. And we already know the back of Wario that's plagued him in the past. Kaito lifting Wario up. And, oof, drops him again right square onto the back. Kaito, I think he's thinking, he's thinking. Top rope, moon landing misses. And that's exactly how he lost his title. Moon landing missed, and he landed on that weakened, hurt leg. The leg that was hurt by Yosuke once in the past. Couple punches. Kaito fires back. And a Pele kick to the tag team champion. Wario does have a finisher. Kaito's got to watch out for that, but he's got to start wearing Wario down while he's stunned, and that's exactly what he's looking to do. Missile drop kick from the springboard position into the pinfall. Can he get a 2 count? 1? He can't. It's just 1, just like I called it. Real easy, so in the position just in time. Stomp right to the mustache of Wario. Tried to stomp the gut as well. Into the ropes, Wario trying to lift him up. In fact, that was almost a pop-up power bomb that we've seen Wario do time and time again. That was a finisher reversed by Kaito Momota. Wario getting lifted up into the corner. Wario with a reversal. Kaito now the one in the corner. Big chop. But Kaito with a reversal himself. I'll try to drag Wario. Wario's trying to stay alive. He's got to get some big moves, and he's had them, but Kaito's reversed every single one of them so far, the signature and the finisher. But he's close to that signature again. Kaito stands right back up. Whips Wario down, kicks him in the back. And let me tell you, if believe the choice is the only way, then you'll be hit with the other side. 1, 2, and that is resiliency from the tag team champion. Wario, yo, look, he's good, but Kaito is just on another level. We gotta remember, Kaito's on another level. He's one of the only, I think he's the only person to retain his AWE championship in the AWE ladder match at Avi-Mania. We've seen people win it time and time again, but Kaito's been the only one to retain it. Will that change this August when Avi-Mania rolls back around? Pinfall in position. 1, 2. Wario lifting up Kaito, trying to burn resiliency on this man. Knows he's got to get some big maneuvers in place, stomping Kaito in the back of the neck. And turns him right over. Ooh, big knee right to the jaw. But Kaito with a reversal himself. Both men very close to a signature maneuver. Kaito off the ropes, though. May have tripped and slipped on the ropes. I know this is an outdoor arena. It's summertime. The humidity may be taking effect here. Swing blade, though, does connect. And he's calling for that signature. He's calling for the end of Wario. If Wario doesn't reverse this, it could be all she wrote. Right to the throat. Go ahead and count it down. That's 1, that's 2. He kicks out. Tag team champion not giving up. Knows he needs this. Turned around. Oh, but he's not going to get it, is he? He's taken to the other side. 1, 2, and that is it for the tag team champion. Kaito pins Wario. Waluigi watching on in the back saying, and I have to deal with Cassius Bright, a man that only like 3 people have pinned in the AWE. And one of them is the man who just beat my tag team partner. Wario's probably sweating right now, sweating bullets, because these two can't get a single thing off on Kaito or Cassius. It was a valiant effort by Wario, but Wario couldn't hit any big moves. Kaito reversed every single one of them. A lot of people at this point are counting. They're saying, well, it seems like Team WAAAAAAA's Tag Team Championship reign is coming to a close a week from this Friday. Because that pinfall, the other side, and the moon landing could be all she wrote. And this was the end of this fight. Kaito said, hush up. It's time for the other side. That swinging neck breaker sends his neck perfectly into the ground. That's a knockout blow, and that's 3, baby. Kaito takes care of Wario tonight. Good on him. I'll be real. I also believe that Kaito and Cassius are about to win those tag team championships. We'll see. It's a big old we'll see. That being said, give me the stars. As we continue onward, we have Cassius versus Waluigi in just a moment, but first, we got ourselves an open challenge. Moko said, from where I come from, in my division, I was on top of the world. But maybe I still have a lot to learn when it comes to the AWE. So Moko has asked both of our general managers for an open challenge tonight. And well, they said, go for it. So who will answer Moko's open challenge as the stars go? Oh. Black. Out first, debuting against Clover. At Scars and Stripes, Moko Mojiro. She is the WOW champion from her from that wrestling division. Wears that title proudly and has brought it here to the AWE. And I'll tell you what, when Moko appeared, I think the entire world was like, oh, well, Clover's screwed. But Clover got the job done, reversed every single one of Moko Mojiro's finishers. Moko Madness was calmed down to just a little Moko tantrum. Instead, Moko saying, oh, I'm not gonna give up. Oh no, Moko Madness can still run wild here in the AWE, and I'm willing to take on anyone. Clover taught me an important lesson. And I'm here for it, Moko. Best of luck to you. Who's coming out to answer the challenge, though? Oh, don't tell me. Y'all, this is about to be a real strong fight. Oh man, I'll be real in terms of like the universes aligning. This is a bona fide dream match. Danganronpa Sakura Ogami, 100 Lines Moko Mojiro, two of the greatest fighters of all time, are about to go one-on-one in the AWE. Y'all, we're eating good tonight. It's Sakura Ogami, it's Moko Mojiro, one-on-one. And that bad boy starts right here, right now. Sammy's calling this thing. Ooh! It looked like Sakura was going for essentially a spear. Moko able to step out of the way. Slaps Sakura in the face. And starts to get stomping. Knee strike connects. So far has been all Moko. Now I'll be real, that's how Clover's match started, but Clover quickly turned things around. Couple stomps right on the arm. Kicking the sides of Sakura Ogami. Oh, look at this. Stomped into the ground. Went for a stomp there with a good leg. Sakura able to kick Moko in the midsection. Moko firing back. Sakura in the corner. Turned around. Shot to the back. Sakura unable to get any offense really on Moko yet. Stomp to the chest. But we've seen Sakura come back in big matches like this before. Former AWE All-Star champion, the third ever one, I believe, defeated AJ Lee as Moko's unable rather to hit that elbow drop. Lifted up and tossed it into the corner. Sakura saying, let me give a running move to you myself. Feel how that goes when it comes from Sakura Ogami. Sweeping the bad leg as well. Keep that in mind. This might be a more serious Moko than we anticipated. Big strike across the chest. And these two big old beefy girls are throwing hands left and right. She's saying, give me another one. Fires right back. Another one to Moko. Sakura catches that. And a third to Moko, 3 in a row. Catching Moko again. And again with a hit. And look at the combination strikes by Ogami. Big kicks as well. Trying to wear down the massive powerhouse that is Moko Mojiro. And if there's anyone that can do it, it's Sakura, as these two have both worn each other down on the early start of this matchup. But Moko stands up immediately saying, I need to get my head together. Was that a wise use of the signature bar? It might not be, because Moko's head might be going directly into the mat. Oh my gosh. Moko might be lights out, staring up at the stars and the sky. That's 1, that's 2. Kick out. No resiliency burned. But we do have to point out that if Moko gets turned around or gets kicked in the gut, it could be time for that good knee. And here's that power of Sakura Ogami. Moko trying her best to cover up as she's getting dragged towards the center of the ring. You gotta believe. Oh, I thought we knew what Sakura was thinking there, but Moko, I think, figured it out too. Went for a drop kick to the knee. Moko with a chop to the face. Lifting Ogami up. What is this? Transitioned into a suplex. May have targeted the back of the neck with that positioning. Moko in the skies. Elbow drop still can't connect for poor Moko. And now we're seeing that combination by Ogami. That striking offense, that brutal offense. Moko with a reversal, catches a hand. Sakura reversing right back. One for the drop kick to the knee again. Moko responds with a chop. Went for another chop. Moko, I was gonna say Sakura rolled through, and the good knee out of nowhere connects it right to the chest. I don't think that was a full good knee either. But look at this, into the ropes. Tried to go for a kick there. Tried to go for the knockout blow. Moko got the reversal and hits a big boot of her own. Moko calling for it. Sakura standing up. Ladies and gentlemen, reversal of the finisher again. These two are putting on a barn burner as Moko gets the leg up. Moko now the one. Measured strikes to the head of Sakura Ogami. Moko knows she's got a lot of fighting left to do, if she's gonna hit that finisher, but instead, the knockout blow by Sakura. That's 1, that's 2, no resiliency, she kicked out. Were that a lesser competitor, they would have been down for 3. But Moko somehow, maybe on instinct, was able to get the shoulder up with no resiliency after taking a signature and finisher from Sakura Ogami. Kick to that. And another strike. Sakura, who's already busted open, you can see the blood pouring down her face. Has Moko up on the shoulders. Moko able to get a couple shots right to the temple of Sakura. Weakens her. Sakura rolls through, though, and a spear from the almighty Sakura Ogami. But look at this, Moko. Pump handle toss. This has been a hoss fight between these two. Big throws, big strikes, double axe handle right to the chest. Trying to get one over on Sakura Ogami. That's 1. That's 2. Just 2, no resiliency. Neither of these competitors have burned resiliency in this fight. Went for a big chop there. Moko still connects with a forearm. Suplex, picture perfect. You can see the wear and tear on both of them now in this fight. Going around. Try to go for a knee strike there. Landed. You see her stumbling with that knee, and as she turns around, Sakura catches her with another spear. But look at this by Moko. Cartwheel into an Alabama slam. Y'all, in the middle of our Rebellion show, we are being treated. Up to the top rope. Wait a minute, could this be? She's a little far away. I'm not sure if she can hit it from here. Calling for her to get up. What is she thinking? Went for a flying punch. But Sakura able to get the reversal, lifting Moko up. Dragging Moko towards the ropes. What is Sakura thinking here? Try to go for a signature. Moko reversed. Sakura reversing right back. A couple kicks to Moko Mojiro, who's on the verge of being stunned. And now she is. Sakura thinking to herself, Where do I need to go for this? Middle rope. Axe handle club and blows right to the chest. She's got a finisher now. Trying to lift Moko up, dragging Moko towards the center of the ring. Moko's got a finisher. Sakura's got a finisher. Who's gonna hit it first? Oh, rolled out of the way. Reversed the kick from Sakura. She was going for that knockout blow where she lifts your head with her foot and then basically takes your head off your body. Moko with the reversal into the ropes. Punch reversed by Sakura. Sakura fighting back, y'all. These two going crazy for real, for real. Moko lifted right back up. Trying to drag a Moko to the corner. Sakura. Ooh, picture perfect drop kick. That Moko drop kick is like none other. Turns Sakura around. Has her up. Moko Buster. And Sakura's still stunned. Could Moko for the first time in a finisher in the AWE. Hooks both shoulders. Moko Madness. Goes for the pinfall on Sakura. 1, 2. Resiliency burned. Was not the Phoenix Splash. And it looks like she's not going for the Phoenix Splash. She's saying, I gotta put her down. Again, looking for that double axe handle. No, what is she doing here? Oh my gosh! Same move, Moko Madness. Sakura looks like she's knocked out cold. That's 3. Moko Madness. Sakura gets up. After an absolute banger from these two ladies. Shaking hands. Sakura welcoming Moko to the AWE. My gosh. No bread, no water. Just meat tonight. Goodness. We talk about as the stars go. A slobber knocker of a match. I lost count of how many times finishers were reversed in that battle. But lo and behold, they sure were. We have 3 more matches on the card tonight. Let's move right ahead to Cassius versus Waluigi. I have to like keep in my mind that we have one more match that was not originally listed as we continue on with our show. We'll talk about these two gentlemen in just a second as the stars go. Black. And now first, the longest reigning AWE All-Star Champion. Oof. Pyro catching me off guard sometimes. Sees the true nature of all things. You have to wonder, does he see the true nature of Onyx? I'll tell you what, he probably wants to fight Onyx. I'll tell you what, a lot of people probably want to fight Onyx. I wouldn't mind throwing hands with Onyx too. I didn't say it though. I take that back. I don't want no beef Onyx. I would like bread and water, no meat actually. As the night rolls on, Cassius Bright and Kaito Momota have taken care of Waluigi and Wario Team Watt every turn. This is really Waluigi's final chance to try and pick up some victory on against these two. And I'll tell you what, beating Cassius Bright is the way to do it. You look back at his history, only 3 people I believe have ever pinned him. And I'm talking Kaito Momota, I'm talking Kang Eggman, and I'm talking Uncle Iroh. That's a massive list of 3 people. That's 3 of AWE's best. All 3 of them former world champions. Only world champions have ever pinned Cassius Bright. That being said, that could all change if a tag team champion does it tonight. Will Waluigi beat Cassius Bright? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It's a tall order. Best of luck to you, Waluigi. I don't know if you can do it, but you know what? I'm not gonna doubt you too hard. Because somehow, and you know what? Here's the other thing. Maybe these two are like the Racket Assault. Maybe they're like the Racket Assault, let's be real. And I hate to be like, hey, that's the comparison factor. We always gotta compare based on the Racket of Psalm. But when you think about it this way, they're the standard bearer of the AWE. If you want to be the best tag team of all time, you have to look at the Racket of Psalm. When it comes to the title being on the line, it's a different story for Team WA. They'll win by any means necessary. They'll do it by countout. They'll do it by submission. They'll do it by disqualification if they really needed to retain those titles. Something Racket of Psalm know all too well. In the early era of the Racket of Psalm, they would win by countout. They would keep their titles however way they saw fit. Our Team WA looking to do the same thing as they are now officially the longest reigning tag team champions, I believe, at 197 days at this point of Rebellion's airing. And here we go, getting pushed into the corner. Cassius, I was gonna say interesting decision to go grappling with Cassius Bright, but a cheap shot right to the gut. Jessica calling this matchup. As these two again going grappling, once again, Cassius Bright gets the advantage. And I don't know why I said that with any sort of surprise, because that's, at this juncture, what we kind of expect. The one thing Waluigi has on Cassius Bright is a reach advantage. So if Cassius wanted to throw hands, I'll tell you what, Waluigi would reach him at a further distance, sometimes would likely reach him first. But I'll tell you what, it's Cassius Bright we're talking about. Has him almost in an Anaconda Vice if he were just to take that other arm and wrench it downward, but he couldn't get it. Instead, Waluigi back up to his feet. Trying to wear down Cassius Bright, but Cassius reversal and slams Waluigi down. And we're right back to grappling. I think maybe Waluigi saying, hey, in this regard, I will be able to wear down Cassius maybe a little bit more than if we were just in a pure striking combination. Because Cassius Bright is, I'll tell you what, he's crazy with it. He is that guy. When it comes down to Cassius Bright, he's got adrenaline too, so if you wear him down too much, he'll just be like, adrenaline in my soul. And then you gotta wear him down all over again. Waluigi trying to wear him down early on in this fight. And this is what we were talking about, those long limbs. So even if Cassius tries to push him away, those limbs are just way too long. It's like you're fighting Elastigirl with those limbs. Not with those cheeks though. Hold on. And slam down. Cassius once again gets the upper hand, but I'll tell you what, Waluigi did do a fair bit of damage. Big kick right to the chest. And Cassius now in control. Climb up to the top rope. Double stomp, moon landing, shades of his partner, Kaito Momoto. They have a tag team finisher, moon landing muscle buster. Dropping Waluigi face first into the turnbuckle. And now what is he doing here? Up and leg drop. Guillotine, essentially to the back of the neck of Waluigi. Calling for him to get up again. Cassius feeling jumpy today. Went for a slingshot spear, did not work out in his favor. In fact, I think that was a signature he was trying to go for there. And Waluigi was able to reverse it. May have saved himself in this fight. Looking for a power bomb. Kaito got that. Kaito's partner Cassius with the reversal and a DDT right afterwards. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Waluigi, he's number one. I could see him doing some real quality work in this fight, in this matchup. Oh, wrenching at that neck. Slams him right back down. Count of two. Punch to the face, super kick, oh my gosh, to the back of the head, and you see the chin of Waluigi come down on the apron afterwards, and Cassius Bright, he ain't done, he's still going. Hurricane Rana from the heavens to the ground. The momentum itself could have been enough to hurt Waluigi, and Waluigi is now in some big trouble. Open-handed strikes, couple shots, a shot to the gut. And Waluigi tossed up the ramp. Elbow drop to the heart. Waluigi's in so much trouble. You know, this started off like, wait, look at this, Waluigi cooking. And then Cassius Bright goes into that mode. He goes into Cassius Bright mode where to count of 5. Waluigi with a reversal. Count of 6. Waluigi, I think, realizing, okay, hold on. If I can get him with one more move, I might be able to win this thing by count out. No. Tosses Cassius Bright back in the ring, which I think may be the worst decision of his entire wrestling career. He's going to go one-on-one with Cassius in a fair brawl. Drops him. And a pinfall. 1. Oh, it was 2. That's shocking to me. I thought that was just going to be 1. I was like, 1. Let's be real. He was looking for the true nature of all things. Almost connected with it instead. Waluigi, DDT, plants Cassius' head right into the mat. Still to come tonight, tag team action. The Disciples, oof! Disciples versus, oh my gosh, wait, he wasn't done with it. Cassius kipping up right afterwards. Goes for the pinfall. Waluigi at this juncture might have even burned Resiliency 1. No, I'm sorry. I think we've been putting too much shade on Waluigi's name. He is a competitor worth talking about. When we talk about those tag team championships, a lot of times it's Waluigi who saves it for the team. But Cassius Bright is looking to take him down. Oh, did you see him at a transition? He was thinking about that Phoenix Splash. But instead, I think he was also thinking for a second there about that braceless hold. Waluigi able to duck. Waluigi trying at this juncture so hard to get a signature finisher, but Cassius Bright has an answer for everything at this juncture, and that's what we're talking about, that range. He was able to get to Cassius Bright first. Elbow right across the maw, right across the mush of Cassius Bright. And look at this, locking in right there. I think at this juncture, I think Waluigi knew it was going to be a rope break. Just wanted to do that so he could work up that finisher. And he's waiting for it. And that Waluigi kick connects. And just like that, Cassius Bright is the one on the defensive, the one on his back for a count of 2, but it's a kick out, no resiliency. And I think Waluigi knew that that was going to be the case. And he's yelling at Jessica, threatening Jessica to count faster. But from behind, whips that in to the bracer's hold, got angry at the referee. He has no resiliency, but he's able to get out of it. Oh my gosh. Bullying Jessica to try to get faster counts. Is that going to work? He goes for the pinfall, I think. Let's see this. That was a quick count. Oh my gosh, he threatened Jessica. Lifting up by the nose, scraping the eyes. Cassius is now not just fighting Waluigi, but also fighting the referee. A super kick and another one under the jaw. Goes to the top rope knowing you can't do nothing now. Turns around, Phoenix Splash. Void and Helix connects for 1, 2. Kick out, resiliency burned. Another kick to the gut. Elbow. And in response, Waluigi has him up. Slams him down center of the ring. Waluigi does have a finisher on lock, and I want to point out more notably, he's got that locked in, that Waluigi lock, but it is turned around. And a couple shots to the head land, and Waluigi's busted open. Both men bloodied at this point, and now it looks like they're trading blows. Chop, and that was a slap admittedly right to Waluigi's face. These two are going toe-to-toe for the tag team championship soon at Fracture. And now we're seeing it. Waluigi putting up a much tougher fight than Wario earlier. But Cassius Bright, he said, look, when I'm in the ring, it's a match of the night, and I'm sure going to get a match of the night out of you. It's going to be hard to contend for a match of the night with Moko and, ooh, with Moko and Sakura having competed right before, but if there's anyone who could do it, it's Cassius Bright, and he's crawling. Waluigi is in danger. Cassius thinking, hey, turn him around, and let me start to get him down. Turns him around again. Has the leg, kicks the kicks the rope to injure that leg even more. Puts it in the orange category. He's starting to feel it. But here's the thing, Waluigi does have a signature. If he's able to hit it, he could burn resiliency on Cassius Bright, and it could be anybody's match. Ooh, that back elbow. That Waluigi back elbow. Goes for the pinfall. Is Jessica still going to count fast is the real question. 1, 2. It was a little speedy. It was a little faster, but look at that. Catching that leg. Put him in prime position, but Waluigi rolled towards the ropes, so Cassius could not immediately lock in that bracer's hold. That was smart. The ring IQ went a little crazy. But now he's center of the ring. But he reverses the bracer hold. And the Waluigi kick. No shot. 1, 2. Waluigi just put down Cassius Bright. He may have had to threaten the referee to do it. Change the mindscape of Cassius Bright. Did Cassius not have adrenaline? Maybe I just forgot. Regardless, the night ended with a great brawl between these two. Waluigi now giving Team Wa fans some hope, saying, if I can beat Cassius Bright, I can beat that team by myself if I need to. One-on-one, Waluigi just beat Cassius Bright. 1, 2, 3. Did he have to threaten the referee to do it? Absolutely. He certainly did. Without a shadow of a doubt. Yo, Waluigi crazy out here. Love that man's. And he could still be a tag team champion at the end of Fracture. This is the first time they've ever gotten the upper hand ever on Cassius and Kaito. But hey, there's a first time for everything as the stars go. Black, congratulations once again to Waluigi. Was not expecting it, but hey, sometimes the craziest of surprises are the ones that you don't expect. We will go on though. We got 2 more matches. This would have been our main event. Yukiko stepping in for Bernice against Hutao versus Futaba and Chi-Chi, the disciples. Let's see how this all plays out. This is all stemming from Bernice's recent injury, from the tag team championships they'll have to defend, and a conversation earlier between Bernice, Hutao, and Yukiko, who just recently walked back after taking a couple weeks off from the AWE. And so now these two are gonna try things out. We'll see it all play out with Bernice by their side. We'll see if it plays out right as the stars go. Black. Thinking about adopting the Freebird rule. Let's see if they do it tonight. There they are. Hu Tao, Yukiko, Bernice. Bernice feeling a little worse for wear, saying, Yukiko, can you handle this one? And maybe potentially can you handle the tag team championships? We'll see if it all plays out right. I'm excited to find out, low-key. Hu Tao apparently calling the shots tonight. As the Flame Tribe are guaranteed a World Championship match at Avi-Mania. I'm sure we'll discover stipulations as we go into the next couple of weeks. I'm excited to find out, though. The Flame Tribe is here. They're sure taking their time tonight. Hu Tao apparently calling the shots tonight, which is interesting, which, I mean, fair. This is a lot, this is really kind of Hu Tao's, like, big kind of moment. Because she's been tag teaming with Bernice for the better part of, what, 4 months? Yukiko's kind of been the single scene. But here's the thing, Yukiko is a former tag team partner. Hu Tao essentially promising, hey, I'll be a better tag team partner than Chie ever was. Which sparked a little bit of a laughter from Yukiko, I'll tell you what. I'm excited to find out where this goes. Hu Tao paying very close attention to how this match plays out. Yukiko very excited to potentially get some gold around her waist via Freebird rules. It could be that we see Yukiko and Hu Tao. Yo, why you doing? Yo, like, come on. Don't worry. She's like, I got you tonight. She's like, I got you. Don't worry. Hu Tao saying, alright, let's do this together. Slow walking. Bernice gonna be ringside saying, hey, this is how we do things, this is how we're gonna cook it. You know, I gotta also think to myself, are they gonna be using that tag team finisher that the Flame Tribe knows so well, the Nitro Fuel tag team finisher? Because that's really a combination of both Hu Tao and Bernice's moves. Yo, Hu Tao's really drinking this all in. She's like, I'm in charge tonight, don't mind if I do. Stepping on in at the same time as Yukiko. There she is. The three of them here together. Taking their sweet time. Not their usual entrance, which is interesting. I don't know why this has happened, but you know what? Man, Hu Tao loves to be in charge, don't she? Holding up that tag team championship. More than happy to defend it with either woman. We'll see how these two play out or play nicely together. I suppose I'm excited to find out. Rinka taking tonight off after that grueling gauntlet match. Had to fight an intense match with Neo and then had to fight an intense match with Hina. Just came up short. Could have been world champion as well. Could have been competing tonight. And you can see there the coaching going on. Because they've got to get ready for the Disciples. Oh, hold on, actually. standing there, accompanying her disciples, actually. The new AWE All-Star Champion, Deity Miku. One has to, not wonder, but one has to look out and say, oh man, Avi-Mania IV opponents, both in the corners of their fellow tag teams. We'll see how this plays out. It's Flame Tribe versus the Disciples, and that will be for the All-Star Championship too. Bernice versus Miku is official at Avi-Mania. Yukiko gonna start this thing off against Futaba. It's 2-on-2. Sammy's calling this thing. Please don't get hit, Sammy. We've had a good night of referees not getting hit, although we did have a referee, Jessica, get bullied apparently by Waluigi. We're gonna have to talk to Waluigi about that. Can't do that. That's against them. That's crazy. Rude. Tag's been made. It's been a minute since Yukiko's been in the ring. Has her up, and this is what we were talking about. We know that this team, Futaba and Chi-Chi, they can cook in this ring. They can go a little crazy. But here's the thing, Chi-Chi is a little short. And Yukiko is a former world champion, former tag team champion. She's could potentially be a belt collector at this point. Hutao tried to get a fist over on Chi-Chi. Didn't work out in her favor. Yukiko, big reversal. Going off the ropes. Woo, wicked kick right to the throat of Chi-Chi. And you can see right now, in fact, she's kind of staring through Chi-Chi. Bernice there looked like she had eyes directly on Deity Miku. And look at this. Goes underneath. Yukiko with a reversal knee strike. Things are about to even out a little bit between these two, it looks like. But another quick tag made by the Disciples. Futaba, oh my gosh, Futaba holding the chin. Ugh! Holding the chin of Yukiko before kicking it in the face. And Chi-Chi looks like she had kind of a slam from behind, maybe a neckbreaker-esque move. As Futaba's looking to climb up to the top rope. No, takes a second. Tried to, and did actually stop the hot tag at the last second, saying, no, there's not going to be any of that, Yukiko, my dear. Instead, tosses her back into the corner, saying the only tag that's going to be made is to the Disciples. They are controlling this half of the ring, have her up in powerbomb position, and an elbow drop follows suit. Yukiko, so used to doing things by herself. Ever since Chie abandoned her, she's found her family. But it's been a while since he's competed in actual tag team action. Does she have some ring rust in that regard? Because right now, the Disciples are working perfectly together. Lift it up. Yukiko able to get a scoop slam. Needs to make that tag, and now she does. Hutao is in the ring. And Hutao immediately getting sent to the corner. We're about to see another tag by the Disciples. No, Hutao ready for it. Hutao said, hey, I'm in charge tonight for a reason, but gets Samoan dropped, saying, hey, you look like Roman Reigns out there with how confident you were. Hits her with a Samoan drop, saying, maybe I'm the real Samoan. No, elbow right to the jaw. Futaba again fires back. Hutao with a reversal kick to the gut. Went for some sort of crossbody-esque move, but instead stepped out of the way. Look at that. Stepping back. Ooh, X Factor. Shades of XSP with that move as Futaba steps right back in. Now realizing, all right, Hutao, she's completely fresh. I might need to get some help. Tag's been made. And Hutao realizing that, saying, oh, you know what? Little ice zombie? I should have put you away a long time ago. And then we wouldn't be in this mess, but instead, Chi-Chi's saying, I don't like her. I've never liked her. As she's getting dragged over almost to the corner. But not the case, not right now at least. Lift it up, toss in the corner again. Here's the thing, these two, I was gonna say keep trying to make these tags, but Hu Tao's been able to reverse literally every single one. Tried to super kick Futaba, punch right to the back of the neck. Up and down, targeting that leg, trying to weaken the last will as a tag's been made again. Hu Tao thinking about that tag, and she gets it. Yukiko's had a moment to rest up, and she's hitting that kick. Yukiko's going to that place. And has her immediately in a submission hold. Futaba able to roll through, though. And taking Yukiko down. Amagi is struggling against the Disciples, pushing Futaba back, though. If we take a peek, Chi-Chi's the only one with the finisher. That's not where you want to be. Tossed over the top rope. Punch to the head. Steps outside of the ring. Oh no, back to the apron. And they're going wild on Yukiko in her return. Maybe she's got a little bit of ring rust. Has to figure things out. Legs strike right onto the knee. We've talked about it before, how good these two have been together in the ring. Oh my gosh, Samoa Joe! Futaba was not paying attention. Bad eyesight. Yukiko takes the advantage. And takes out Chi-Chi as well. Futaba tried to stop her, but now Futaba's working alone. Drops her on the jaw. Has her on the shoulders. And she's checking her in to the Amagi-in. The fight continues, and look at these two. Bernice pushing the champion pushing the challenger. Sammy trying to separate them. And the managers both know the manager's not both gone. Now they're both gone. Deity Miku trying to creep back to her team, yelling at Sammy. And those two forced to go backstage. And now Futaba taking advantage of that distraction, but look behind you. Hu Tao's ready for you. Went for a drop kick. Futaba able to roll out of the way. Big clothesline. Hu Tao's back in control. 1, 2, kick out. Hu Tao saying that's not going to distract me. Any coaching from Bernice is not going to work out at this point. But look at that reversal there by Futaba, able to get out of that. Low-key like an expert. Reversal there. Going after the leg. Knows that flying Futaba is dependent on being able to jump up high. Reversal, not of the signature, but it is enough to get Futaba's signature. And look at that, punching Futaba in the back. I'm sorry, punching Hu Tao in the back as Futaba gets ready to capitalize potentially. Has her in the ropes, actually. Looking onto the audience, Hangman's DDT right onto the dome of Hu Tao. The Disciples who have been causing trouble for so many, for Cherry, for Mona, for Klee, for Sayaka Maizono, and now for the Flame Tribe, it looks like. Backbreaker. And I want to point out Chi-Chi, who's the secret powerhouse of this, of this team, and she's going for that choke slam and gets every ounce of it. Yukiko decides to step in, breaks things up. I think if Bernice were here, she probably would have said no. Hu Tao can kick out of that easy. But she's calling for that tombstone that we've seen before. But a reversal there by Hu Tao. And a reversal right back by Chi-Chi. Scoop slam. But Hu Tao able to reverse right back. Went for a low drop kick. And these two, I was going to say, these two do have history. They fought Hell in a Cell early on in the AWE's history. And a tag's been made to Futaba. Hu Tao going off of the ropes. Oh, caught her! Just barely caught her with the arm, saying, let me bring you down with me. That was a crazy catch. Hu Tao with the chops. Futaba suplexed. And she's going to tag in. It looks like Yukiko, which is fair. Wise decision. Got to keep your tags fresh. Make sure that nobody is stuck forever. And speaking of stuck, it looks like she just got into the Amagi-in, locked in deep. Chi-Chi did come in to help. It looks like breaks it up. No resiliency burned. And then clobbers Yukiko from behind. Chi-Chi saying, all right, let me even things out. Make the hot tag to me now. It's crazy work. Hey, yo, Chi-Chi, she know what she's doing out here. Look at this. Into the ropes. Went for a drop kick. Futaba able to get the advantage. She's still got a finisher, too. In a moment's notice, she could hit that flying Futaba, but instead it looks like she's going to make the tag to her very fresh opponent in Chi-Chi. Yukiko stands right back up. Ducks out of the way of that, but doesn't duck out of the way of this. Has her up and sends her down. With authority, elbow drop as well to the chest. Yukiko has to kip up off the ropes. Drop kick right to the head of Chi-Chi. Yukiko going crazy. Stomp to the arm. Knee to the kidneys. Stomp to the back. Another stomp to the back. And a split-legged drop across Chi-Chi, trying to weaken her. In fact, Chi-Chi, who had no body damage earlier, is now suffering from it mildly. Look at this. Firing back. Chi-Chi back in control. Tossing Yukiko into the corner. And the tag's not made. Yukiko saying, no, I got you now. Whipped back. Wait a minute. Already has another Amagi in. I didn't even see it because Bernice's bar was over top of it. Chi-Chi certainly is going to get out of this thing. Yeah. I was going to say not enough damage has been done to Chi-Chi. Not in the slightest, but I'll tell you what, it's getting close. Has her up. Yukiko gets the reversal into the pinfall. Not quite in the ropes. 1, 2. Reversing right back. Hold on. 1, 2. Reversing right back. Hold on. 1, 2. Nope, just 1, y'all. Flying forearm right afterwards. And a tag has been made to Hu Tao. Chi-Chi has to wait there for it. Lifting Hu Tao up. High in the sky, drops Hu Tao down. I'd like to point out Chi-Chi does have that finisher ready if she wants to use it. Lifting Hu Tao up. Hu Tao able to get an elbow right into the into the chest. Chi-Chi hoping for that hot tag. Hu Tao literally stepping right into the way. Oh, walked back. I think she was thinking about that last will, but got clobbered in the face by Chi-Chi. And I'll tell you what, this match is definitely evened out, but it looks like she's going for a ride. A last ride. Center of the ring. Yukiko immediately steps in saying, all right, hold on a minute. I gotta help you out. And Chi-Chi may be calling for it again, saying, at the very least, you're burning resiliency in this fight. Lifts her up, tombstone position, and she's got lights out. Yukiko can't come in and help. It is resiliency burned on Hu Tao. Surprised she didn't go for the tag team finisher, but she's got another finish. Oh my gosh. They set her up for a flying Futaba. The Disciples just pinned Hu Tao and Yukiko after Bernice was kicked out. Yeah, look, I keep saying, the Disciples low-key, those two, they kind of cook when it comes to tag team work. They kind of cook when it comes to tag team action. If Yukiko wants to induct that Freebird rule, they're going to need a better game plan, because right now, Futaba and Chi-Chi just been the one person who actually has the tag team championship, at least that was in this match. That chokeslam was the beginning of it all. Dropped right onto the back. Hu Tao was never able to hit that last will. She almost got hit with the last will, Chi-Chi. But instead, she punched Hu Tao right in the noggin before she could get up for that kick. And that is when things all turned around. I think it was honestly right about there. She lifted her right back up and said, no, there's going to be none of that. Said, it's the last ride for you. They should get a casket ready for you. Lifted her up. Hu Tao unable to reverse that tombstone this time. Dropped right on her dome. And the pinfall connects for 1, 2, but it was not enough. But Chi-Chi had another plan, saying, I know my tag team partner very well. One day we'll hold gold too, just like our deity. Lifted her up. And that assisted flying Futaba. For 1, 2, 3. The super flying Futaba put her away. No Miku there to guide them either. But at the end of the day, they still got the job done. The Disciples gained momentum going in to Avi-Mania IV. Let's keep it a buck. And they still have to focus on the Tag Team Championship match that's going on this coming Fracture. Oh man, a Flame Tribe have so much to worry about. But not as much as Gin, as he's going one-on-one with Amon. Let's see how this all plays out. Amon, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in a second because I'm gonna tell you, the stars are about to go black anyway. So why talk about them right now when I can talk about them as they enter to go one-on-one? Amon versus Gin. Stars, do your thing, okay? Let me talk to you. The All-Star Champion out first. I'm sorry, the Fight Forever Champion out first. Just beat Tartaros with a big assist by Yosuke. It was a ladder, tables, ladders, and chairs match. Tartaros had essentially won that thing. Or rather, not won that thing. Tartaros had stopped Amon from winning that thing. He was hanging on by the title. And before he could knock him down, Yosuke said, "Over here, you want some, come get some." I think Tartaros figured that he couldn't come down with the title like that. But in the end, he did. He came down, his entire body weight fell onto a ladder, but the title was in his hands. Tartaros turned around, screaming expletives immediately, realizing, I just lost my championship because of you, Yosuke. I'm sure those two are going to go one-on-one very soon again. Although, you got to think about it, Yosuke just beat Tartaros. And maybe that's another thing why Tartaros was like, and you, I still got a receipt for you, because in that match, Amon helped Yosuke win by not distracting Tartaros, but essentially saying, hey, referee, get him. He's still set. He's still in this match. His foot's under the rope. That being said, Amon is your Fight Forever champion. He, according to Uncle Iroh, took his bending. Took Uncle Iroh's bending. From what I understand, Uncle Iroh was attacked by two people wearing some sort of green glasses and red hoods. A part of the Equalist movement, apparently. Unsure who those two entities were, but when he came to, he was in front of Amon and only Amon. He was banged up, and Amon took his bending away. It is the reason that in Akechi's championship match, Uncle Iroh had no fireball. His fire was stolen. His bending was stolen. Energy bending. Chi blocking. That's what Amon's all about. And Gin begged and pleaded earlier tonight for Akechi, I'm sorry, no, not Akechi, my bad, Amon, wrong A name, Amon to give that bending back to Uncle Iroh. And in a fit of rage, Gin said, then I'll fight you tonight. Brave to step up for his master, his teacher. But is it a fool's errand? Is the real question. We're about to find out right here, right now. It's Amon. It's Gin. It's the main event of Rebellion. Was not on the cards, but it's happening right here, right now. Gotta remember, this is the Fight Forever champion. Gin wins this thing, he could have a Fight Forever championship opportunity in his future. He'll definitely be one of the names that's like first in line. Very soon we'll be spinning a wheel to see how many people the Fight Forever champion will be competing against at Avi-Mania. That's a big ticket item. I believe that'll happen on the first Friday in August, question mark? I think that sounds right. So I think August 1st. Whipping that arm. Are there 5 Fridays in August? I think that's right, because the first is on a Friday, right? Huh. Well, you know, I guess that last Friday will technically be a Rebellion Live, so that'll be funny. I just came to that realization. I was like, wait a minute. That means we got a Rebellion Live, don't we? That last Friday will not be a Fracture or an Inferno. It will be a Rebellion Live the day before Avi-Mania. So get excited for that. That'll be fun. It'll just be, I guess, you know, the last build to the show, except we'll be here in the Rebellion Arena. Again, I don't want to say being worked by Amon right now. Right now, it's admittedly pretty even, and look at this. Taught by Uncle Iroh, goes under, goes over, and kicks Amon right in the chest. Off the ropes, moonsault. Taking it to Amon, hoping to get a quick pinfall. One. Just one. Not nearly enough in this bout. And again, back to grappling. Again, had the upper hand, surprisingly enough. But in terms of power, you would think it would be Amon, and it looks like that is the case this time. Sammy breaks him up. Again, however, gets the upper hand, punches Amon right in the face with those claws. An atomic drop. Turns around into a kick. And now they're trading blows. First classic grappling, immediately to trading blows. Yeah, woos boos. And a big booze to Amon's side. Big chops. Again catches it this time. Big chopped again. Gin fires back. And again by Amon. Amon to Gin. Gin to Amon. I would say they're just about even in these chops, but Amon fires back again. And again to Gin. And they were even right down the middle. They were split. And they're just wailing away. Gin gets the advantage. And I think he's going classic Uncle Iroh here. Elbow. Going around and round. Oof! Love to see it. Now calling for him to get up. No, didn't call for him to get up. Just steps over. And he may be thinking about that cat's claw. Tried to hit it, but Amon gets the reversal. But Gin reverses right back into a DDT. Cat's claw reversal. I thought for a second, uh-oh, leg drop by Gin. Amon has no resiliency. Gin still saying, come on, get up, get up. This is, I think, the most fired up we've really seen Gin in a long time. In such a long time. But push back. Amon stomped to the arm of Gin. The arm that he's had problems with in the past. But Gin able to get out of the submission ASAP. Tossed. Ooh, no. Reversing that toss into the corner. Was thinking about... what is he thinking here? Looked like he was thinking about removing a turnbuckle, but instead kicks Gin right on the inner thigh, which is crazy. For a child that small, that could have, like, broken his leg for real, for real. And double knees right to the throat. Goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, kick out. Gin's got a signature. Ooh, and he's got a kick right to the head of Amon. And a monkey flip, shades of Mojo Jojo. Not nearly the height of Mojo Jojo's, but you know, we gotta point it out though. Amon slowly getting up, turned around, not turned around in fact, and instead whipped through. Amon's got, ooh, a nasty submission hold in on Gin, weakening the arms. Kind of forces them into an equal sign, the Equalist movement. And Amon going up to the middle rope. Begging for Gin to get up again. And a flying, ooh, went for a flying punch. Gin, I think, took a step back while he was still groggy. Into the ropes. And there's that flying punch again. But Gin with a cheeky roll-up. 1, Amon doesn't have resiliency. 2, kick out. Kick out connects. Gin missing that drop kick. But oh my gosh. Because of that, he got stunned and gets tossed by Amon. The world is rooting for Gin. The entire audience cheering for that man. But if this hits, he could be in dire straits. A kick to the gut. Up in the sky. No reversal by Ginabushi, but a reversal right back. As he tried to hit that cat claw again. And another kick by Amon. Gin kips right back up. Amon ducks out of the way of that. Kicks the midsection. Has him up, and this time it's connecting right onto the back and neck. Amon calls for him to get up again. What is he doing now? He just wants to beat him up some more? Unnecessary at this point. 1, 2. That's resiliency from Gin. You gotta think at this point this is too far. He could have pinned him a second ago. Oh, but look at that. Catches him in a powerbomb. Shades of Iroh, not quite the fireball. Didn't get the lift on it. Gin clearly beat up. You can see the arms, the head, the neck, all feeling rough. Steps out of the way of that, and now starting to clobber Gin. Gin had an incredible start to this match, but now it's getting dangerous the longer you stay in a match with Amon. The more relentless, the more brutal he can be. Climbs up to the top rope. Gin, you gotta reverse this, my guy. If you don't, he's got a signature and it could spell the end of your fight, and he does. And he does. Gin from behind in a cheeky roll-up. Can he steal a resiliency from Amon? Come on, what? He fires up. But the cat's claw, he weaved out of the way of it. And a DDT planting Gin's head into the mat. But look at this. Hold on. Turns him around. Oh, locks in the cat's cradle. Cat's cradle locked in. We've seen this sleeper hold put many, many people away. Amon looks like he's fading. No. Does not burn resiliency. Instead, puts him into the pinfall instead. 1, 2, 3. Hold on, what's going on? He's not stopping the assault. Oh, wait, Yosuke. Wait. Is that Al-Haytham? Al-Haytham? What? Okay. All right, hold on. The shows, we got all of our matches done. We gotta walk through this. Amon beat Gin. Gin had a valiant effort, but Amon was too much in the end. And then continued the onslaught, and Yosuke and Al-Haytham showed up? Yosuke shouldn't be surprising. We saw him walk out over and over again, but Al-Haytham is a shock to me. Oh man, how's Kaveh gonna feel about this? They just beat up a kid. Alright, you know what? For a little bit I was like, hey, you know, maybe the Equalist movement ain't so bad. They literally beat up Gin. That's when you know, okay, you know, they gotta go. They gotta go. Futaba and Chi-Chi proved, hey, they know what it takes. They know how to get the job done. Cassius Bright actually took a pinfall loss to Waluigi and may have took some referee bullying, but Waluigi got the job done. Moko and Sakura, and I will say this match was a banger. Moko and Sakura absolutely put on a banger as well. I couldn't have foreseen a better open challenge. Moko and Sakura, hey, they gotta go at it again sometime. Yeah. Kaito was able to topple Wario, but Waluigi, remember, got the victory earlier in to kick off our show. The golden ticket holders beat the champions, both AWE champions. That is our show. Let's check out our news. Amon led a brutal beatdown on Gin after taking a win over him. Yosuke and I'll Hate Them joined in for the attack. The team's vicious side has become an even bigger threat as they look to dominate their tag rivals through the force and numbers. Chaos broke out in the ring during a tag team match between Yukiko and Futaba. Sure. I mean, Huta was also there, and so was Chi-Chi, so, you know, okay, fine. Two teams fought to capitalize on this frenetic tension after the referee ejected both. Oh, you know what? They did capitalize on the tension. They both kind of lost. Well, I guess one side lost a leader, one side lost the other half of the tag team champions, and so, you know, Hutao and Yukiko had not teamed together before. Now they learned quickly that it's going to take a lot more than that. That being said, that's all that happened this week. No injuries, which is great. Nobody got healed, though, either. We'll click on next week, and we'll see how the rest of this continues to play out. As we know, Power Ranking is not going to change. It's still going to be the same, and that thing is still there. And we don't like to see that thing's face. This would have been our next Rebellion. Okay, these are 3 actual teams. So that's not the weirdest thing. Why the Yakuza are in this match is a little strange. Yor versus Gin is a little strange. This is also a really long Rebellion, so I don't know what that is. Really would just be a 5-match card generally. Robbie versus Panette and Von Lycan versus Uncle Iroh would have been our card. They also gave us Yuri versus Hina, which isn't bad. Akechi and Yosuke with... You know, that doesn't make sense to me. I guess they helped Akechi out in that regard. So it wouldn't surprise me if Akechi was like, yeah, I'll work with you for one night. Versus the Repaired, Sakura versus Francisca Von Karma, and Amon versus Tartarosa, the rematch. Which, you know, I'm sure Tartarosa wants to get his hands on Yosuke. In fact, we might need to see a tag team match. Tartarosa versus Amon and Yosuke with somebody by his side. Who would that be? I'm not sure. That might be in something we book for the future. Is there any other news here? Makoto's been medically cleared. No, this is all the regular news. Never mind. There is no more news. That is our show. So, I guess I'll Hate Them is the big picture here. We got some stuff to dissect with that. Interesting. And I still have to wonder, how does Kaveh feel? Did Kaveh know? Is Kaveh also a part of this? Unsure. I have no idea. But in my heart of hearts, I don't like it. I don't like this Equalist movement. Before I was like, well, okay, I can kind of get it, but I still don't like it. Then they beat up Gin, and I was like, I really don't like it. Truly, sincerely, do not like it. Big not a fan. I'm gonna take off, though. Until next time. Next time where we will see a Rebellion that has... I think we probably will book Amon, and maybe we'll have a big old 6-man tag. Maybe we'll have a big old 6-man tag next week. Amon. Yosuke, and I guess now I'll Hate Them versus Tartaros and I guess Uncle Iroh, and maybe Gin if he's fine. That honestly would be fitting. That would fit. I think we just booked a match. We just booked a match potentially for next week, so that might happen. Stay classy until next time. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Remember, a lot of big things are going on at Fracture, so don't miss it. It will be next Friday, and at the end of this month, we will have AWE OC Revolution. Until then, I'm taking off. For Toon Link, Brave, Anomaly, the Normal Cars, I'm the United States Aviator. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thank you for watching.